Hey everybody, BeyondDrewTV here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of LunaWood. And this is going to be kind of a weird, kind of different kind of episode of LunaWood. We are going to show off some awesome stuff that HardPunkKore did, by the way. What's up, dude?
Hey, how's everybody doing? What's up?
So yeah, we're going to show off some stuff that he did, and it wasn't like a lot, but last episode we kind of mentioned that I was going to take the park over, and that was, we lied. We're liars. We lied to everybody. HP just kind of kept the park because he wanted to finish up some stuff there. So we're going to show that off, and what we're also going to go ahead and introduce some new builders that we have acquired, like it's a draft or something.
Yeah.
From the community there. Y'all know that we have SDanWolf. He did the awesome log flume for us and everything like that. And he's going to be joining us whenever he can. But
Today
we also went ahead. Huh?
Today he can't. He's not with us today. Again.
He's not. No, rest in peace. He's not with us anymore. So today. But we all went ahead and contacted two guys that we had been on our radars for a long time. And they are Mr. Fisherman and Mate Jake. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Hello. How are you?
Hi guys, how are you doing?
Hey, thanks for joining us in the build, you guys. Really appreciate it. And yeah, if you want, let's start with Fish there. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself and just kind of let everyone know, you know, what you're all about and everything.
Sure. I am Fisherman. I've been around for a long time, like from RCT 1 days. So just kind of graduated with each new game that came out and made projects. I think I made a Ghost Mine iteration in every single version of the game, and then on into Planet Coaster. So yeah, I've been around for a long time. I used to make custom scenery, all kinds of stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to being a part of this.
Oh, we're looking forward to having you, man. Master Builder alert for both of these guys.
And then, Mate, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself as well?
Yeah, sure. I'm really glad you asked me to help you because I really love LunaWood. And I think most of your viewers might know me from Pronation or Shy Guys World or even Twitter. I mostly do Planet Coaster stuff, and I'm lurking around since the old RCT3 days. That's my
nice. So it was perfect. Nailed it. So yeah, again, we've had these guys on our radars for a little bit, and you know that you're kind of maybe seeing a theme with LunaWood here, that we're, you know, bringing in these awesome builders here because, lack of better words, we're not burnt out, but if HPK and I can have more time in between having the park, we'll take it at this point.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely.
And also, you know, as we mentioned, these guys, you know, they know what the heck they're doing. If you don't know what, you know, any of their projects, I'm going to be sure to link, you know, either their YouTube channels or any of their projects that they've done, blueprints, whatever. I'm going to link it down below. If you're not familiar with their stuff, you need to be, because holy smoking whatevers, it's amazing. So,
yeah.
So yeah, we can't wait to see what they're going to bring to the
Kaleidoscope, Piers, and Lake Liberty are top-notch stuff.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You betcha. So now that we have all introduced and everything, I'll go ahead and kind of start to meander our way back to the new stuff there. But as we do, I wanted to ask, I know that HPK has Great Adventure, Six Flags Great Adventure for his park, but what are your two guys, like, either favorite park or like your local home park for you?
For me, I'm in Texas, so I have Fiesta Texas in San Antonio and Six Flags Over Texas up in Arlington near Dallas. But they aren't my favorite parks. My favorite parks are actually the Pennsylvania parks, like Kennywood and Knoebels. I like
Kennywood. I haven't been there yet, but I want to go. Specifically because I'm a Steelers fan and they're opening up the Steelers ride.
And then, Mate, what's your local or favorite park?
Being from southern Germany, it is Europa Park, which is really great because Europa Park is one of the best parks in the world, I think.
Absolutely.
Not the best coasters, but the overall experience is great. And the closest park to, like, LunaWood I got to was King's Dominion when I was in the US. And I think...
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's a good park to go to.
Yeah, it's pretty much cedar fare. It's the definition of cedar fare, I think. Pretty generic, some theming, but not that much. And yeah, kind of like you guys have with LunaWood.
Yeah, basically LunaWood.
I know
Yeah,
over in Europe, your parks are like fully themed with all kinds of cool, crazy stuff, almost like what we get with the Disney parks. But like you guys have theme parks, and over here across the pond, we have amusement parks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they just slap down a bunch of rides and fake theme stuff.
Yeah. So cool. But yeah, as you all can see, we've kind of made our way across the bridge here. And if y'all caught up with the last episode, you know that HP went ahead and added in these awesome new flats here, and he had these plans for what you see in front of you. So without further ado, go ahead and what do we have here, dude?
We got a food court, as I talked about. That's it.
Okay, episode's done. Have a good one.
There was a picture that I had of a couple of buildings that were lined up, and I kind of used that for my inspiration. There was like different variances in the roofs and different colors, and I kind of toned down the colors a little bit to make them a little bit more blandish to fit the area that we're going for. Like there's a light green, light blue, light yellow, light orange. But yeah, it's pretty basic. It's, a bunch of food stalls lined up and tables and, a couple of awnings here and there. And, you got these lattice covers.
It kind of reminds me of like, at least here in the States, of like a strip mall almost.
Yeah,
like with just all the stores like lined up and everything like that, or all the food stalls. It just reminds me of like your local little strip mall with all the stores just lined up, bam, 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 kind of thing.
Well, I know here where I live in New Jersey, we're kind of known for having malls like everywhere, and like they have, every mall's got a gigantic food court with hundreds upon hundreds of tables, and that's what I was kind of going for.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not inside; it's outside. But
No, I love this, dude. It's a good cap for the end of the road here, kind of thing, because we've kind of mentioned it a few times. But beyond this, we're kind of gonna be, or I should say, back where it's all green back here. We know what's going back here, but it's gonna be changing a little bit. So I feel like this is a really good cap for this whole area, kind of thing. So.
Yeah, a little bit of backstage on it too. A road from your previous backstage connects to it. The backstage is kind of basic. I kind of just threw a bunch of crap back there. I mean, if you're the master of backstage, Beyond. So if you want to go and it tickles your fancy to go mess with it, by all means.
Dude, yeah, of course. I love doing backstage stuff. The more janky and grimy,
you can take everything out and redo it if you want. I'm not attached to any of this. I just put clutter back there just so there was stuff back there.
It looks good. I mean, yeah, you don't really need too much for these kind of backstages. But I do have to know, and you and I were kind of kidding around with this in chat, but this is like the hardest working building in LunaWood right now.
Oh, that shed is everywhere. I love that shed.
It's like I was telling HP because, I originally built this in like one of the first episodes that we did. It's stuck over by the Enterprise, and I was like, this is literally like my old like grandpa's shed. And he's like, yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. Because like everyone's grandpa or everyone's backyard has this old like dilapidated looking shed that's just sad and hanging out back there. So,
but it's everywhere. It's it's in every backstage, I think.
I gotta ask though, what's in the shed?
What's in the shed?
What's in the shed? Lawnmowers.
I'm gonna say air.
Equipment. I don't know.
Golden treasure.
Nothing.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, nothing.
Boy, that's exciting.
It was
so
climactic. So awesome. No, I'm stoked with how this came out, man. It's good. It's a great addition, and it was well worth the extra week of kind of building in LunaWood for you, I think.
Yeah, well, like I said, I was actually gonna build this and then blueprint it over to give to you, but you were going nuts in Coal Creek Park, which by all means, go nuts in Coal Creek Park. So we put out a couple episodes in the time that I was building this alone.
Yeah, no, it worked out really well because I mentioned it in the recent episode I just put out, but up until now, I did get some inspiration today as I loaded into the park, which just naturally happens, but I had like 0 all week. I was like, I don't know what the heck I'm going to build, to be honest with you. So, and I was like, yeah, Coal Creek, I'm all about it this week. So, yeah, that worked out really well. So,
well, it looks really good.
Well,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank
So
you.
the next, do you want to move on to the other new stuff that we did there, or that you did, and Fish did too? Let's kind of meander our way back that way. You can start talking about it.
Going way back. I forget when we did it, what episode it was, but we did a boardwalk on the other side of the park, and I had some free time, and I always wanted to go back there and kind of finish up some loose ends. Like there was some spots that needed fencing and. We needed a ride sign for the coaster, and the queue needed to be finished for the Inferno, which is our take on the Larson Looper, which is actually a shot at Six Flags chain for
You
all
mean
theirs.
our newest coaster, the Larson Looper?
The Larson Looper. Well, like I said, I had a fire themed because all the Six Flag chains, their Larson Loopers are all fire themed. So.
Yep.
But yeah, right off the bat, Fisherman had a great idea for a sign for the coaster because I made like 3 iterations of the sign using like art pieces and stuff and fonts from the workshop, and I couldn't get it to quite do what I wanted. And we were all consulting there on the Discord chat, and he's like, "How about if we do it with a billboard and Photoshop?" And I was like, "Have at it, dude." And what he came up with was awesome.
Is bam. And
awesome.
Yeah, it turned out so good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was apprehensive. Like when I was reading chat, I was a little bit busy when they were talking about this, but I read billboard and Photoshop, and I'm not gonna lie, I rolled my eyes. I was like, come on. But then I saw it, I was like, oh, but he knows how to use Photoshop, so we're good.
Well, thank you, guys.
So you have it there, and actually I'm going to turn it to nighttime real quick too, because it looks spectacular at nighttime as well. Boom.
Yeah, we got the fluorescent tubes behind it, so it's always lit.
That sign is lit.
It's lit, bruh. So I know you put it there, and then I think it was one more on the station, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, no, that's perfect. Yeah, like HPK said, he was trying to do it with art shapes, and it wasn't like looking bad or anything. It's just we all were kind of agreeing on like this very specific style to kind of get this really rush, like a movement kind of thing, and it looked really difficult to do with the in-game art pieces and stuff. So sometimes just a billboard can do a lot better
and save a ton of pieces, because all the signs I think I had were over 150 pieces.
Right.
And that's just one.
Is there a way to make the billboard blink? Like it's not functioning right?
Oh, like one tube is broke or something?
Yes. So
I don't
even more
think if you
made it a video,
know.
you could.
Yeah.
I know you can do it with lights. I don't know if you can do it with billboards. If you can
Trigger them and turn them on and
so they
off.
go on and off.
I don't think so. I'll check it real quick, but no, there's no.
No, I
Yeah,
think
you
I think
can't.
just the image
Oh.
would be.
No, it would just
Yeah.
turn on and off. Yep.
No, that's
So.
bad.
Good idea though.
Yeah, unfortunately, we got limitations in this game.
We do.
I mean, you could do it as a video, so it would work.
That's true.
Yeah, you can.
I can't.
Well, no, I just
Yeah, I'll
mean
get
like
right on
like
Yeah,
anybody.
I know.
There it
Anybody
is.
can.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now that we're done showing off the new stuff, you guys want to take turns talking about like your favorite parts of the park?
Oh, my favorite part of the park is Frida Bear's Intimate Megalite.
Yeah, Megalite is pretty sweet.
No, I really like the overall look of it. The entrance plaza is really great. I think I've said that numerous times now, but it's really, really good. And it's so big, and you need it that big. And I always tend to do my entrances way too small. So it's kind of refreshing to have a proper entrance area. And I really like the action zone, and I think that's the first thing I will tackle. I want to redo the floors there, because I don't really like the texture on the ground.
Yeah, when I built the action zone, all we had was the roof pieces,
Yeah, I know,
but they've since introduced the what was it, the pavement pieces,
yes.
and they have a better texture, and they're kind of beat up a little bit, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a good idea that you had, Mate, that you were talking, kind of make it look like it's broken up or, old
run down
asphalt
manholes
and stuff.
Those things, yes. Maybe
That's a good idea.
Maybe I will throw some gutters in there on the buildings here and there.
That's an inside joke for all of you. We were in discussion talking about when we were bouncing ideas off each other about when I was looking for opinions on what I was building at the time for the plaza that we showed before. They were like, oh, yeah, the buildings need gutters. And I was like, I've never put gutters on any of my buildings.
Neither have I. So there's no gutters in LunaWood.
To be fair, I started doing that like a month or so before.
Sure. See,
But
and that's
it
why we
adds
need
detail.
more. That's why we need these awesome builders with us, because even though there's still two heads here, we forget about simple stuff like that.
Yeah.
So let's get an overview shot here. So
Oh,
and then
you get burned in this area. It's so non-shady.
I love it.
I know, that
It's
was
just
something
like,
that
burn!
M7 said to me, that he's like, I love how painful it is for guests to walk on the blacktop with no shade.
Yeah. Oh.
And
You
then
You should put a water park right next to it, so the people would go barefooted through the.
Just scalding their feet.
Real quick, Mate talked about the entrance, well, not the entrance plaza, but how big plazas are and wide open areas.
Yeah.
I think that's a good point, because that's something that I've been striving to do, is when you look overhead in Google Earth at theme parks or amusement parks, you don't see paths. Paths are just used to connect from one plaza to the next.
Right.
And it's usually gigantic plazas for rides and shopping centers and food courts and, where areas that have a lot of foot traffic. And then the areas that link them are the small, narrow paths for people to get to and from the next plaza. So that's what we really try to do, is have the paths open up to big plazas where all the attractions are. And I think we've done a pretty good job of that so far.
Hey, these look familiar, don't they, Fish?
Yeah.
Too bad they
Y'all
don't.
don't know, these are Fisherman built all these carts, and we stole them from the workshop before we had asked him to join us.
And they're all employed by 7-foot-tall park employees.
Yes.
Yeah. I
it's okay.
actually
They
went
work.
and put those 7-foot-tall employees in all the midway games, so they're now staffed by guys with sticks up their butts.
Literally.
Yeah, so don't piss them off. They're already mad. They got sticks up their butts.
Oh my goodness.
And then, Fish, what kind of ideas or stuff like that for the park do you have, and stuff like that?
Well, I really like the antique autos ride. I love the theming that you guys put around the antique autos ride. That's like my
They killed it.
that's like my favorite part of the park. But when I go in there, I always go over there and look. But I think you guys were wanting me to work on the American section, right? Is that what your idea was?
Yes,
When I get to park?
definitely. Yeah, we want to finish up and cap off the American Adventure section here, and I think y'all can bring some good builds to it.
Yeah, the main street, the where the invert is, that's all the American Adventure. We haven't gone outside the American Adventure yet.
Okay. Well, I was
So.
We were talking about this morning on Discord, that the park needs a dark ride.
Yeah.
So I was thinking I could put in a kind of cheap off-the-shelf Ghost Blasters type knockoff over in that area, maybe. So
Yeah, so then like everyone check back in about a year or 2 years and you might finally see that.
But that was one thing I was wanting to add. But
Even if it doesn't go, like, because we were talking about that, it would fit in the area. Like, me and Beyond have always talked that we got the entire park kind of planned out, and it's kind of at your guys' disadvantage because we kind of know where everything already, like, where all the major coasters are going to go, and everything's kind of pre-planned. So
save us a
we
spot.
kind of have to. Yeah, there's a spot that space would work, or that dark ride would work. But it's going to take a while to get to it.
All right.
Yeah, yep. We kind of joked when we brought when we brought SDan in that we were like, "Yay, we have more builders now. Have fun curbing and fencing, you guys."
and guttering, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and guttering. Yep. Have fun doing all the as we'll call it. Have fun doing bitch work. Woohoo!
Yeah, the busy grunt work.
Yeah, no, but we brought these guys in for a very specific reason. And again, I'm just going to reiterate, if you don't know their work, look down in the description, please, and go check their stuff out, because it is just cuckoo bananas amazing. So.
Yeah, that was another thing I did too. I added some go away green to the backstage areas.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Just and what is it? One of the Azuri Gardens episodes was talking about it. And I was like, we need to do that, so I went and did it.
Yeah, it's a classic Disney thing. I will probably darken it a little bit from my experience working at Disney. It's more of a darker shade green, but you're on the right track for sure.
Yeah, I didn't know what shade it was exactly. I googled it, and that
they
was
don't release it.
Yeah, you can.
It's not public information. It's actually they copy, or like it's an IP of Disney's basically, and like Universal's. Like it's. I remember reading an article about Go Away Green, and like you can't find the hex color or anything because Disney owns that color basically. So.
That's so
It's
stupid.
weird. So there we go. But so yeah, like we said, this is a little bit of kind of like an intermin, I guess you'd say, episode where we just really wanted to we wanted to introduce these two guys to you to everybody, and let everyone know that we have some help. We have some more builders in LunaWood now. So yeah, hopefully we'll get more episodes out for y'all. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, I think we're gonna probably try and go back to capping it at 2 to 3 weeks instead of one of us having the park for like a month or a month and a half. That way it's not like 3 or 4 months between each of us having the park, and as a byproduct of that, we'll get more videos out to you guys too.
Yeah. Yep. So, but for the excuse me. For the next few weeks there, I will be taking the park, and I'm going to work on the invert section like I mentioned last time. I have some, I've had this idea in my head since way back when with episodes that, that dang invert is going to be Batman, but not really Batman, the ride kind of thing. So definitely look forward to that. And as always, if you want to get more LunaWood, make sure you're following over on Shy Guys World. We have a posting on Shy Guys World that we like to update. My Twitter and Reddit will put stuff on there. So, all the socials are always in the description there. So if you need more LunaWood, definitely, follow all that fun stuff there. But I think that's a good place to go and send it off. What do you guys think?
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
this has been a blast.
Well, thanks again for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, thank you.
Believe us, it's our pleasure to have you guys with us.
Awesome. Well, yeah, everyone, don't forget, comment below. Let us know what you're thinking of the new stuff going on. Let us know what you think of us bringing in Mate and Fish. Whether you hate it or love it, we want to know.
Please love it.
Please love it.
Please
We
love
love it.
Please clap. And as always, if this is your first time hanging out with us, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to get updates on any future LunaWood videos there. But yeah, for LunaWood, I've been BeyondDrewTV.
I'm HPK.
And
I'm
Fisherman.
Matejakezman. That was crap.
Perfect.
Always
that was
trying
perfect.
Always upstaging each other.
Awesome. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.
Bye.